Casual stream, just bored today. Uh, you know, I've haven't had a bad day overall. Can't say I've had a bad day. Just you know, get like bored, anxious. At night. Sometimes I don't know what to do really. Christmas times always makes me feel like this way too. More than usual. I don't know why it's like bad. I have bad memories to the holiday seasons and the childhood memories and it's like forced all of this forced stuff with the celebrations and people who don't really you're not close to them, and they just everything is just fake, I don't really like it. Materialistic crap too. So uh, still try to make I made my own Christmas food earlier. First time ever by myself. Just trying to not be the so depressed and boring fucker. So I ate some Christmas food at least. Made my own meatballs. Uh, so yeah, just feel kind of lonely, during Christmas times. I always feel this way. I don't know why. It's just uh, I think a lot of people feel this way too. To be honest, see a lot of posts on the internet during Christmas times by people, strangers that are either alone, they feel anxious, depressed, and sad, and all that stuff. So yeah, nobody visits my streams anymore. Completely shadow banned everywhere. My videos get like so little views. It's crazy. I have 1.5k subscribers apparently, but like get like an average of like 30 views or something. So the numbers don't add up. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so short casual stream today. Just see if somebody wanted to talk, random whatever conversation. Nobody talks on my streams. Nobody owns anymore. So there is an airport. Yeah, bro. Ja, dan zing ik aan dan. Hello, Dova, Diva. Finally, somebody writes something on the stream. I had like all of my past streams been completely silent. Nobody, like two people watching, and then nobody shows knows. Oh, hello, Mega. It's been a while. How are you, my friend? Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm doing okay too. Just I get kind of get these holidays. The holidays always make me feel down somehow. You know why? It's like bad memories from my childhood and all of this fakery. With the traditions in that sense. Everybody wants to have meet up and eat and have a good time, but it's like it's only once during the year, and the rest of the year is like stuff like that. Don't like about this season, but at least I was doing my own Christmas food earlier for myself. Trying to not be that melancholic all the time. Kind of bored too. I feel extra lonely during Christmas times. I don't know why I always had this anxiety. That, but a lot of people feel this way during these holidays. See it on the forums and the Facebook groups. Hmm. Still looks like I have fucking chicken legs, even though I worked out my calves. Yeah, I'm glad you do that. Here in Scandinavia, it's very cold during the winter, but we kind of used to it. So, I don't know what to talk about. Uh, about this new But I can show you this new, the fuck, secondhand store. I like this old, really old stuff that looks like it belongs to a castle, and old school Victorian castle. So I only buy this stuff on the secondhand. That probably belonged to an old mansion or something, And one of these, always buy stuff at secondhand places, like these old furnitures and stuff. So I really like this one. It's like an old knight. That was a cool one. I found very cheap too. It's a real metal. I got some trolls, too. Like here. I like all of these. Everything, like this, with the gothic and the fantasy like and you know. I need to turn the flash here. The fuck. I don't know what to talk about. I only talk about strange things normally, or stuff about life that's usually most people don't want to talk about. So I don't know, really. Listen to white. It's I think the future that produces music sometimes on this retrowave synthwave channel. New retrowave, I think it's called. They feature a lot of artists, different artists on it. So it's probably White Bat. Some of it, the songs, or a lot of them. I recognize the music from that artist. I've even used some of the songs on my own videos sometimes from uploads. Because I really like all of these 80s, 90s vibes music, Continue talking about strange topics. Yeah, sure. I don't know if you heard about all of these. Since you live in the US, Omega, I guess you've heard about the drone situation. I've heard so much crap about the drones here. The news, it's just. I think the drones are obviously man-made. but probably using some more advanced technology than the government, American government wants to admit they have access to. But they saw all this crap. They're trying to insinuate it might be some foreign country, Iran and all the crap. They want to start a war and the usual stuff the rich fuckers, the elites want to do. But it seems to be the main the main cause the main cause behind the drones seems to be that like they are trying to uh, they are trying to intercept all of these plasmoids that are showing worldwide now, and they are trying to I don't know, intercept them, study them, what they're trying to do, but they send the drones after them. So I've seen recordings of it on YouTube and all of different social media, where the drones, these strange drones that I'm sure 100% sure they are from America themselves, send after the plasmoids, and the plasmoids just sap them out. And next year is gonna be, I think the phenomenon is gonna be worldwide with the drones and the plasmoids. It's like the build up for the big reveal. I've seen, I'm gonna pause the music here. I've seen so many studies and videos about plasmoids, and it's like it's literally living sentient energy that is, it's it's not a craft, it's a living entity that is a pulsating orb basically, but it's like it's using it, the orb, like at the same time it uses this orb, this sphere, like a form of it's like it's peeking through from another reality through the actual plasma. So it's like a moving so I don't know, it's like a moving portal that is a craft at the same time, and it's living and alive. It's so fucked up to describe it. But I've seen these plasmoids. I've seen them for over a decade. I've seen them at really close range, just above the treetops. Uh, Living entities. It's not a craft. It's not a natural phenomenon. It's living entity made of plasma. And the drones, the drones are trying to, I don't know, whatever they're trying to study them, capture them. I don't know what the fuck the Americans are trying to do with the drones. But it's crazy. I think the reveal is close now. The 2025 is the year. It's gonna get all wacky, even more than it's getting now. It's all over the internet. The stuff with the plasmoids now. Everybody's starting to understand that these plasma balls are living beings, and they come from another realm, come from another frequency of existence. They come from outside the known universe. And I've known this for a long time, interacted with them, recorded them. Uh, but the average human has no idea what's going on. I can say I know the truth myself. Just speculate, but I've experienced a lot of stuff with plasmoids for decades. And like I showed you Omega once before on a stream, I have like gigabytes of recordings of plasmoids, and they know me. I know who I am. You can even hear them scream at me sometimes on my recordings, like the one I post in the shorts. uh, I don't know really what their agenda is, but I don't think it's hostile. Like everybody thinks they're after some kind of world domination, and I think they're actually here to help humanity, and they are the proto intelligence that existed before the creation of the known universe. I guess this dimension, to put it away, and they want to elevate our consciousness, and help us ascend as humans, and they are. I would have them in charge any day over the corrupt governments on the world. Uh, it's not, it doesn't compare to the evil human that's the humans does on the planet. And if they're so afraid of these entities, a lot of people, it's like, be afraid of your politicians, be afraid of the governments that make all of these wars and try to make nuclear wars, but they just disarm they just disarm the nukes in the air, disarm the bases. They don't let the humans create these wars that they want to create. The humans are the most evil beings on the planet. It's not demonic humans, it's not reptilians, it's just psychopathic humans with narcissistic insanity that are running the world. And yeah, the plasmoids are here to get rid of these fuckers. They gave them like the ultimatum, a long time ago, but they haven't followed. So now they're starting to take take action, to put it away, and reveal themselves. Whether humans want, the leaders of the humans want it or not, the elites. I've been saying, you should have done it a long time ago. What the fuck are you waiting for? You're too patient. So yeah, next year Omega is gonna be incredible, especially in your part of the world. That's where the most of the activity happens. So keep a lookout for the sky. It's gonna get really unrecognizable. So yeah, this is a topic everybody is very obsessed with today. I see these videos everywhere. Everybody's like, "Oh, the plasmoids, the plasmoids. It's always been the plasmoids. Everything is the plasmoids. The gods, the angels, the demons, the aliens, the fairies. Everything is the plasmoids." It's like everybody's completely, they're everything, and they're shapeshifters too. These plasmoids, they've been researched by science and everybody for decades, and they can go from being a plasma ball to being an airplane, helicopter, a car. They can just drop down on the ground and become an entity and walk away. They are like the real life transformers. They're like the real transformers. They can shape to anything. Just I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen how they can just shape shift, and they go from a ball of light, and then all of a sudden they have blinkers, then the blinkers are gone, then they're a ball of light again, then they become a saucer, then they become like a entity in the air, then they start dropping down on the ground. I've seen them do so fucked up things. Like to show off sometimes, like human. You have no idea what you're doing, right? It's incredible. Their mastery of matter and their frequency and energy. It's like it doesn't compare to the primitive human knowledge of reality. It's like humans are so stupid to compare to other species that's been around longer, and yet humans think they know shit about the universe. The arrogance of the human species never ceases to amaze me. At least some of the conventional science are finally making progress. I've seen videos of normal scientists are finally understanding that things like telepathy and psychic abilities are real, and the possibility for it to be random is so big, is so small that it would literally take the entire universe existence 300 billion years or something for something to happen with psychic abilities randomly at the same precise, you know, at the same precise. I don't know how to say it in English, but but they've done studies and calculations with their computers and stuff, and says basically it's impossible to reproduce psychic phenomena and telepathy and all of that by coincidence. It would take like the entire existence of the universe in years for it to happen by randomness. So all of this stuff is coming to the light now. Omega, psychic powers, psychic abilities, aliens, plasmoids, other worlds, the spirit realm, everything is finally being revealed. And I've been so patiently waiting for it. I tried to prepare you guys on this on my channel here this year, help you make the transition so it doesn't get too painful and scary when it happens. Because it's going to happen, it's part of the grand plan. It's going to happen. There's no way it can't happen. It's like we will be living in a very, very spiritual and at the same time amazing scientific wonders. All of it combined, in the coming world is going to be coming. It's just around the corner. It's gonna be like a sci-fi movie, It's going to get very interesting. The new world that's going to get formed. It's going to happen, and I'm very fascinated and I'm very can't wait for it to put it away. So it's gonna get very very interesting next year. It's just around the corner. See if I show you some plasmoid stuff here. I found it. I was watching a video of it. The research on plasmoids is incredible. Where the fuck did I have my library here? What did I watch? I watched something you liked. Vad fan gillade jag då? Varför har jag varit där då? Okej, vad fan är den då? Trying to find where I put the stuff I watched, my history. There in my history. I think it's the fuck is it? I can't find it. It was here. I remember it. I think I found now. I'm talking about the plasmoids in this video here. I'm gonna turn up the volume.
From both the drones and the plasmoids. So hope y'all ready. Let's launch.
That's the freaking answer. So these are called plasmoids, and the drones are actually probably government drones chasing these plasmoids, and they don't want us to know how important these are. These are magic.
And it's all about these geometric shapes and plasmoids. And I've now only, after reading the science, realized that that's really what these orbs are, is a plasmosphere. So whoever had sent me this, and they basically say, like, this power is unlimited.
Have you heard the theory behind orbs, aka plasmoids? Take a listen. Okay, plasma is the fourth state of matter. It is in plasma balls. It is lightning. It is ionized gas. This can create fluorescence, which is in the aurora borealis, lightning, fluorescent light, neon lights. It's also plasma is also the sun.
Wow, and we can almost explain everything that we're seeing here now. We can say that this is a field of plasma, this ball. It's a non-radiating barrier, the edge of it is basically where the magnetic field stops. You're basically shielding 0 point energy in front of the orb, which allows it to just flow freely. This is all about free energy.
So basically, these plasmoids have literally been studied by the government since the 50s, and now they're appearing in our atmosphere instead of just space where they can be hidden away. Plasma will have to do with how we travel in the future. It will have to do with interdimensional communication. It's going to have to do with healing cancer. It's going to have to do with cleaning the air. And these things are already happening. It has to do with us being able, when we interdimensionally travel, we're probably going to be using these same kind of things in the future, way in the future.
At this point, I've heard a few different creators talk about these plasmoids and how they would be basically tools that will aid us in the up and coming future. But that's just one theory. There are a multitude of other reasons in regard to what people believe the real truth behind these appearances of these plasmoids. Let's listen. This is it for us. As scientists have confirmed that thousands of world-ending biblical creatures are now out of hiding, and everything we know about religion is coming true. People
Yeah,
wonder
they look just
what
like the biblical angels, these
plasmoids in the
plasmoids.
sky were not only bright, but humming, moving, changing color, and exploding, exactly as it was written in the Bible since day one. And our planet is gearing up for a supernatural biblical ending with the date potentially already set. In Luke 21:25, the Bible mentions that the sign of end times will be in the sky, mentioning celestial disturbances, with people saying that the recent plasmoids are doing exactly that. With haunting footage showing just how many of them exist throughout the world now, to even government drones going near it and completely crashing out. And even one woman recording it getting seemingly angry when she mentions Jesus and God. Can you talk to me? Can you hear me? Jesus loves me. Oh, you know Jesus. It's important to note a lot of these sightings are likely from the camera playing tricks, and we might all just be fun. It's funny how in this video, when the guy talked about the woman mentioning Jesus Christ's name, that the orb got angry. When
I didn't even
we
hear anything from the
read,
orb.
that perception is different. It's a more of a positive one. It's like the orb heard Jesus and it heard something that is connected to. It's quite interesting to see all the different ideas in regards to what these things could possibly mean. Let's watch. Okay, if you want your mind completely blown open by these plasmoids, I'm about to explain why they're
I have like
literally the symbols
myriads of
of the
recordings of
end.
plasmoids, like I
They're
said.
carrying
Like
conscious life forms
I
inside
can turn my entire channel, my vlog here or Omega, to a UFO channel if I wanted to. In a one day, I could just make it all about UFOs and plasmoids. I have
Okay,
so many
people
recordings
have
of
never
them,
seen
so
drones are probably not higher intelligences because they would not use earthly drones. But these drones are chasing and studying these plasmoids because they have messages for us that will kind of upset capitalism. This might sound a little woo-woo, but these balls of plasma, these plasmoids, are literally here to give us messages to make humanity better, to improve humanity. They are benevolent. They are not to be feared. Oh, plasmoids. Plasmoids, as it says here, are donut or toroidal-shaped clusters of net protons or net electrons that once captured and placed into a toroidal orbit are capable of absorbing, storing, and releasing enormous amounts of energy within their self-generated and structured electromagnetic containment field. Plasmoids, in effect, function as an atomic battery that can be self-charging due to its ability to convert matter to available clean energy. So it's a lot to get into, and I think it would take us kind of off what we're here to talk about.
But at least what's promising is that there is some, at least research or understanding.
And it's actually quite mature at this point.
Mm.
And in order to avoid the kinds of fate that befell Tesla and Wright, Robert Oppenheimer, Victor Schauberger, and so many others that were working in these fields, all kind of converging on the same insight. It's been conducted in secret. The laboratory that they've been developing this is in the Maldives, so that it's been immune from government interference. And now I think it's about ready to go to the next level. I can imagine level was about to be the next word that was going to come out of his mouth.
they've been studying the plasmoids, scientists and researchers for decades. They're just now starting to talk about it. They always want to harness the energy, the power, profit from it. They're using 0 point energy, like they talked about. It's the limitless field of energy that is all around us that Tesla discovered, and of course they want to find a way to harness that and not let the average humans get that information.
And the government is not trying to have that. Let's entertain the idea for a second that these orbs are some sort of
energy that is also life, because these things are living. They're living energy that, if harnessed, could be used for sustainable energy. Of course, our government is going to do everything in their power to gain access to these orbs, rather it be to end them, shut them down, destroy them, or harness them for their energy themselves. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm very obsessed with this topic, as you can see. It's the only thing I watch every day, you know.
Hey, y'all better get right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying, go back to your house, bro. Yeah, come here. Look at this shit. The cops are down here saying we have to go back to our
There's
house.
always these rednecks that are recording them. It's like,
Yo, something big is gonna happen, bro.
I want y'all to think about it for a second, just how not okay it is that we don't know enough about what's going on in the skies. They need to be coming out and telling us, and they need to tell us soon. I really believe that something is about to go down. Comment down below if you also feel like something
yeah,
major is
next
about to
year
happen in the next couple of
it's
months.
gonna be wild. 2025 is gonna be the year of revelations worldwide.
Agreements have been made and kept secret from your people. It's also true that in the past, some of your people have lost their lives or have been badly hurt to protect this secret. Our hands have no part in this. We contacted your leaders because your planet is in grave trouble. Your leaders said the vast majority of your population wasn't ready for anything like us yet. So we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of
Yeah,
our
they're saying here in this document is reading that they gave humans an ultimatum, you know, the leaders, to prepare humans or they will reveal themselves, whether they like it or not, because they know the rich elites are holding us back.
There are better ways of deriving energy.
We could have lived in a much more better world with free energy sources. We could have had a world that's so much more technologically advanced, so much more peaceful, so much more harmonic, so much more evolved, if these rich fuckers wouldn't be holding us back. So these entities, they want us to actually get rid of these powers that are holding us back. So I welcome them fully.
This country do not trust the government. Look at this one. Speaking to our leaders.
It's crazy that people are more trusting of aliens and plasmoids than their own governments. In the comments, you can read there. People want the aliens to.
Aliens are more human than our corporations.
They don't trust the government. They trust more the aliens.
Look at this comment right here. Got almost 900 likes. Please help us, aliens. I swear, if the aliens do come, that they actually do come to help us. This is what I want to happen if the aliens do come. And look, this idea just came to mind, so don't buy too much into it. I'm not even buying too much into it. I'm just sharing this crazy thought that just popped in my head. If the aliens do come, I hope they come for good. I hope they come to help us, and I hope they take over the government. And I'm not talking about the reptilians that might already be in government. I'm talking about some actual kind-hearted extraterrestrials that want better for us, because they might find some sort of use for us in a good way. Rather it be collaborated on a greater cause, whatever it may be. I hope they come and take over our government and fix everything. Everything that we're doing wrong, they need to fix it. Get rid of all the nukes. Get rid of all the bad food.
Yeah, I've been on Team Alien for a long time. I defected ages ago.
Greenhouse the entire planet. I don't know, but we need help. Please help us.
I think a lot of people feel that way, even though it's kind of joking a bit in the end there. But Yeah, very interesting stuff with the plasmoids. It's literally everywhere. It's being so much close disclosure now for all your alien fanatics out there, like me, tinfoil hats.
No, no, shh, quiet. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's like a dome. Quiet. What the? Like literally, that's even in the sky right there. Dude, you know, people watching a shooting star. Shh. No, it's not moving quick enough. There's no tail. That's a UFO. Look, something's coming off.
Yeah, people are seeing stuff everywhere now. It's like so many UFO sightings. It's crazy.
Like an aura. I've never seen anything like it. I got my video like 2 hours ago. Dude, this is lit. Look how the light's going off in two sides though. Look, it's moving. Look at this. The lights are moving around it. Yeah. It's hovering. Oh my god. Oh my god. See that? Look, it's going up. It's taking off. No. What? What the fuck? It went out to space. It just went out to space. It just went out to space.
It was put into space. What the fuck? I just love the reactions.
No, no way. No.
One of the coolest things about this clip is that these guys all witnessed this together. They sound like a bunch of friends hanging out by a campfire. You can hear the crackling of the flames in the background. They all witnessed this thing together. They're gonna all have this story to tell. They're gonna be like, man, remember that night we were outside at the campfire and we saw that UFO in the sky? And they actually have it on camera as well. And they also have very convincing footage to back their claims as well. First, I thought it could have been some sort of orb. One of the guys mentioned that it had what looked like was an aura around it. And that kind of aligns with what we know in regards to these orbs. Unless whoever or whatever entity that put these orbs out here.
I'm gonna check something here fast. Fan har jag lagt den där? Jag kan inte hitta den här ibland. Fan har jag lagt den där? Hey, this is me an opportunity to thank this video in particular will be about channel I have created and found skywatching. Otherwise, I haven't had any. I can remember. That's one of my own recordings, Omega of a plasmoid over a lake. It was completely distorting the camera when it's getting close. It's you see that it's starting to glitch. This is over a decade old. I was recording this with my ex-wife. Otherwise, I haven't had anything. Sorry for my voice. Otherwise, I haven't had any that I can see, recorded lots of stuff with Plasmoid, like I said. I wonder why only some people see if I found Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. Yeah, just talking about this plasmoid stuff, getting carried away. But it was nice talking to you again, Omega, and I hope you have good holidays, Christmas holidays. I don't know if you celebrate, but if you're watching, still watching, and I'll see you next. I'll see you around. I'm gonna end the stream now.